Hey everyone, how's each and every one of you are doing on this Monday evening or Tuesday morning? I hope that each of you are having a good start to the week, and let's continue going forward. The month of June is almost complete, and we're waiting for July to arrive. Anyway, let's go on with today's lesson on pre-algebra. Week 4, we're going to over powers and exponents. Normally, normally I have content on my Google Classroom or my Canvas page that has the homework and additional videos and videos and resources. But this week is different. It's short, it's 12 problems. It's not as bad as it is, okay? All right, let's go over the examples and we continue. There's 2 examples and then we have 12 problems, okay? All right, let's go. Example 1. Let's get started. Example 1. Write each expression using exponents. All right. We have on letter A, 10, the number 10 multiply 5 times. So remember our exponent. I believe this will looks like an example. This will be on the notes. Don't worry about it. So example. Okay. We have 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, right? So in other words, we have to match like this. Oh, how do I use this? Oh, it's like this. Okay, you know exponents like, so it's 4 times 4 times 4. What's the base? 4, right? How many times we see the 4? 4 times. Do we place it underneath the 4 or above the 4? Clear right there, right? Above, right? 4 to the 4, right? That's what they want you to do. This is the base and this is the exponent. How many times the number comes out. So far so good. So when you see the number, that's the base, that's the primary number, and the exponent is how many times it appears. All right, 4 is the base. That's it. Any questions so far? All right, let's go right here. We have 10, how many times? 5 times. What's the base? 10, right? How many times the 10 comes out? 5 times. That is the answer. 10 to the 5th power. The base is 10 and the 5 is the exponent. Any questions on the first example? All right, let's go on. Here's the thing. The next one we have P plus 2 in parentheses 3 times. What's the base? P plus 2. P plus 2. We had to put it around the parentheses to make sure it works. And how many times it comes out? 1, 2, and 3. 3 times. So open parentheses, P plus 2, close parentheses to the 3rd power. So it is factor. Okay, so it says the base is P plus 2 and is a factor 3 times. So the exponent is 3. That's what it looks like on the exponent part. So any questions on example B? All right. Let's go. I'm going to read further, and it says expressions involving powers are evaluated using order operations. Powers are repeated multiplications. They are evaluated after any grouping symbols and before other multiplication or division operations. So we're going to doing evaluation. Evaluation is known as plug and chug or plug and play. The reason I say plug and chug, no, let me get that. Yeah, plug and chug. Plug and play. I'm sorry. Excuse me. That's not good language, but it's plug and play. My apologies, folks. I was thinking something else, but plug and play. So all you're doing is basically you're substituting. That's the word I was trying to look for. Substituting for the variables. Okay? So when you see evaluate, basically evaluate means sub. Sub. Okay? Substitute is a better word. Alright? Evaluate equals substitute. So in this problem we have evaluate x squared minus 4 if x equals negative 6. So what they did is, in this problem, the x is the only variable, right? To substitute negative 6 as a parentheses, square second power, minus 4. And then we do the, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, PEMDAS, order of operation. Okay? So we see exponents, right? So they have exponents right here. We have, they multiply 6 twice. 6 times 6, that gives us a positive 36. And what's left over, minus 4 equals 36 minus 4, that gives us 32. And that's our final answer on example 2. Any questions on example 2? Alright, let's go. Okay, problems 1 through 6. It says write each expression using exponents. Alright, remember the first part we just did? That's going to be very helpful for you in this part. Alright, let me use green. It's different colors, forgive me on that. Alright, here we go. Number 1. The number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. What is the base? 5, right? How many times it comes out? The number 5 appears? 7, right? That is our answer. 5 to the 7th power. Not too bad, right? So we have 5 as the base, and the exponents is how many times it appears. Any questions on number 1? Okay, let's go to number 2. Number 2, here is something to look at. When you see negatives, I saw the answer is in parentheses. So How many times the number, let's continue, before we go further, how many times the number comes out? The number -7. 3 times, right? 3 times. And the base is -7, right? Because if I understand it correctly, if you multiply this, well, actually, yeah, it is. If you multiply a negative times a negative equals a positive. When you do a negative times a positive times a negative, it'll be a negative. So that's our base, -7. And how many times it comes out? 3 as our exponent. So far, so good. The base is -7 in parentheses, and the number 3 is our exponent. The book says it different, but I have to double check on it in a little bit. So if any correction, I will post it on the Canvas and Google Classroom. But other than that, so far as I know, this is the answer. So we have a base of open and close parentheses, -7, and 3 is the exponent. Any questions so far? All right, let's go on. D, how many times it comes out? 4, right? And what's the base? The letter D. That wasn't too bad, right? Okay, any questions number 3? Let me make it a little better. You can see the 4. There you go. Now you can see it. So far, so good? All right, let's go on number 4. In this one, we have not only one variable, but 2, right? So, you tell me. I would ask this. How many times the x comes out? Twice. As our exponent. And the base is x. Okay. Same thing with the y is our base. And our, how many times? Twice. So far, it wasn't too bad. There's 2 variables, but they both come out twice. So any questions on number 4? All right. Let's move on. Remember from the previous problem on B, example B, something similar like this? Let's use this. So what is our base? Z minus 4 is in parentheses. Yes, all around. How many times it comes out? Twice. See? Like that. It's almost similar, but different variables and signs. Any questions on number 5? All right, let's go on. We have 3. We have 3, and then in parentheses, -t all around. -3 3 times. Give me a second. One second. Okay. We know when you see this, the first thing first, there's two things, the 3 and the negative t. Obviously, the 3 is the base, right? 3 is the one you don't have to worry about. Okay? So far, so good? Then, what is the variable? Is it in parentheses or without? In parentheses, right? What letter? T, right? And how many times it comes out? 3. Oh, I just saw something. I think that's the reason why. I just saw it. Okay, that made sense. Only the number they want, not the signs. That made sense. So now it carries weight. So at least I double checked. So that's the reason why. When you see a negative, all they want is the number. When you see the variable, all they want to see is the variable. That's how they put it on the answer sheet. I had to research it more, but forgive me on that. So I'm gonna look at two. I'm gonna look at the numbers 2 and 6. But other than that, any questions on number 6? All right, let's move on to the evaluating part. Evaluate 7 through 12, right? 7 through 12, right? It says evaluate each expressions using if g equals 3, h equals -1, and m equals 9. Okay? We'll go back to it in a minute. So what we're doing is evaluating is a substitute. All right? All right. Let's go. We have g to the 5th power. What is g? 3 to the 5th power, right? How many times we multiply the number 3? 3 times. Now 5 times, I'm sorry. 5 times. We have 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. That gives us 81. That gives us 81. Right? 81 times 3 is 243, right? That's our answer. Let's double check. $243. Does it match? Yes. So that is our final answer. So, any questions on the evaluating part? All you're doing is substituting for the variables and you're doing the order of operations, which in this case is the exponent. That wasn't too bad, right? Mm-mm. Let's move on. We have 5, the variable g to the 2nd power. We know that the 5, we're going to leave it alone. And then multiply, what is the letter g? 3, right? To the 2nd power. And then remember we're doing PEMDAS, right? So what's 3? What is 3 squared is 3 times 3, right? That gives us what? 9, right? So I'm going to put an arrow right here. 5 times 9, that gives us 45. Let's check. So we did see the answer 45, right? Let's do this. Right? Does it match? Yes. So that is the correct answer. 45 is our final answer. So all you doing in this part is you taking the 5, leave the 5 alone. We just evaluate, we are looking at the variable, which is g, and the number 3 that is substituted and is on the second power. And then we're using PEMDAS. So we got 3 2 times. 3 times 3 is 9. And you multiply 5 times 9, that gives us 45. Any questions on number 8? All right, let's go on. So we have g to the second power minus m. So g is 3, right? To the second power minus, what is m? 9. So we got 3 square. So we have 3 times 3 is 9, right? That gives us 0. That's our answer. That wasn't too bad. We just, instead of one variable, we have 2 variables, g and m. And we have substitute the 3 for g and the m for 9 for m. And then you did the rest of the arithmetic. So any questions on number 9? All right, let's go on. We have 2 variables. There's no number in front. H is -1. M is 9. 9 squared, right? So what we're gonna do first? The exponents, right? So we have the exponent. What's 9 times 9? 81. This is weird. Hold on. Give me a second. When I did a calculator, it gave me a -81. But the book says 81 is the final answer. I believe this is the right answer. We have -1 times a positive 81 that gives us negative 81. The answer is different. It's not different. It's the sign. So I'm gonna double check it in a minute. But for right now, we have h times m squared. H is -1, and the 9 is substitute for m squared. We do the 9 squared first. 9 times 9 is 81. -1 times 81 equals -81. So, any questions, number 10? All right, we're almost done, folks. We'll move this over. We have g to the third power, g cubed plus 2h. G is a 3 plus 2 times what's h? Negative 1. So we do the power first. What's 3 times 3 times 3? 27, right? That's our power first. Plus, what's 2 plus 2 times a negative 1 equals a negative 2. This will change to a instead of add, is subtract 2, right? 27 minus 2 is 25. That's our final answer. Let's see how it works here. That works, right? Did we get 25? Yes. We got it right. So 80 questions and number 11. My voice is a little low because I haven't took a nap, so I do apologize for the lack of enthusiasm, but I'm good. I'm good. Just a little tired from the heat, so I did errands today. But other than that, no questions. Number 11. All right, let's go on. Number 12, m plus h times g to the third power. We see in the last couple problems we had 2 variables. Now we have 3 variables. All right, so it's h plus h times g to the third, g cubed. What's m? 3, right? What's h? Negative 1. And g is 3, right? All right. PEMDAS. Are there any parentheses? No. Any exponents? Yes. What's 3 cubed? 27, right? And then we have what's negative. That's right. Why does it say 18? That is weird. It looks like it says positive. Let me see. Let's work this out. Okay. So we get 1 times a times a negative 1 times 27 is negative 27. That changed the sign. 3 minus 27, that gave us a negative 24. Let's see. I'm confused. Oh, boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. That is why I used the number 3 twice. Hold on. 9 is M. 9 is M. 1 is H. G is, okay, that's correct. Okay, that is correct. It's 18, negative 18. Let's see if it's right. Okay, we got negative 18. Let's work it out. Yeah, I got it right. Negative 18 is our final answer. Does it match? Yes. Folks, always double check with the variables. Like I did, almost made a big boo boo. So that's the answer. So double check with your answer, your variables. But other than that, any questions on number 12? All right, folks, there we have it. We concluded powers and exponents. Powers is the base. How many times is the base is a number, and how many times it appear. Same thing with the variable plus whatever sign. And the evaluating part is substituting numbers and using the PEMDAS order of operations. So other than that, that wasn't too bad, right? So all these answers will be posted on the Google Classroom page and the Canvas page. But other than that, folks, that concludes our lesson for today. It's a short lesson, short week. Actually, a short homework assignment. But until then, any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. All right, folks, you have a wonderful day and be safe and stay hydrated. All right, folks, talk to you then.